Oh, so Epic Rap Battles of History for real got into like a beef situation with these people.
I guess.
Oh, we're live by the way.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just give me a moment to explain that to me.
Yeah.
Let me share the
I'm
link
calling
around.
him out, nice Peter.
I'm gonna share the link. So yeah.
Peter
What?
sucks. Nice Peter sucks.
Who?
Or does he? Nice Peter.
Alright. So, hello everybody. It's me and Link once again. Guess what? We're reading DeviantArt stuff again.
Yeah, and we have another special guest, Gemma from Bad Creepasta.
This
Hey,
is
say hello, Gemma.
this
Oh
is
my lads. It's Gemma.
this is untrue. We do not have the Scottish woman
Wow.
with
Are
us
you
today.
sure? That sounded just like her.
No, but we do have the Dark Author with us.
Yeah.
Hello, I am the Dark Author.
Hello, I'm the Dark Arthur. I'm British.
Indeed, I am. Yeah, he is British, isn't he?
Yeah. He has, unless he has the accent for some reason.
Oh yeah, he is British. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we are once again reading DeviantArt stories,
My mic still sucks because I couldn't get Discord to work on my laptop for some reason.
which is quite homosexual in
Yeah.
nature, you could say. Slightly,
Bias. Can
slightly
you mute your
queer.
mic for a second?
What?
Can you mute your mic for a second on the stream? Mute us.
What is happening? Yeah, sure.
Okay. Just, alright.
Wait.
Okay. I told you off stream. Stop saying in the gate. Yo, it's not funny, dude. I'm not trying to get canceled. I just started, okay? Just stop.
Oh no, I didn't mute the stream.
Dude, this isn't funny. This isn't a bit. This isn't improv. Stop doing it. Okay? I'm trying to get in a career that's really easy to get canceled in, okay? I can't be getting canceled this early on, okay?
Okay.
Alright.
Wow.
Alright.
That's
Do we
like
have an understanding?
yes, we have an understanding link.
Okay. Alright. You can unmute us now.
We've been unmuted the entire time.
Okay. We're back, guys. This
Link.
really happened. Don't worry.
This is my friend Link. He is gay.
We're gonna have to. Can you mute it again? So we're not gonna do it again.
Yeah. That was for anyone wondering. Link does not actually hate me. That was a joke.
As far as he knows.
Yes, as far as I know. So, we have 3 stories here today for you guys. Each one I am less excited to read than the last. Uh, the stories for today are Writings of a Killer, parentheses, Blood Rider's Origins, which just sounds like a real blast. Creepypasta, The Hangman's Origin, which also just sounds like a blast. And lastly, which the one I'm most excited to read, Don't Fight a Dark God, dot dot dot, idiot. I'm excited, aren't you, Link?
I already clicked on writings of a killer, and the dude has Elemental Hero Neos, I think is his name,
Yes.
as his profile pic. So I can respect that. I can respect that.
Yeah. Let's see if you can respect him after we read it.
No, I guarantee you I won't. But let's go.
You want to start with the writings of a killer blood, perhaps?
Sure, that's the only one you sent me so far.
Okay. No, I sent you all 3, you
Oh,
buffoon.
never mind. You're right. Yeah, let's just start with writing of a killer.
Okay, so this is Writings of a Killer, parentheses, Blood Rider's Origins. This was posted by Dragon Slayer Man 6 on April 27th, 2016. Whew. Let us begin. It has 5 comments. Oh boy.
Oh, yes.
The sounds of scribbling could be heard in a house. Which house? Recently devoid of life by one man. Excuse me? So wait. So did the house The house is devoid of life. Why? Because this one man left, or is it, or did the one man murder everybody?
So wait, they killed the house?
Yeah, he murdered the house. The house was alive. It was weird. It was like that one movie, Monster House, but like he came in with like a shotgun and shot it.
Yeah, he lit the house on fire.
Yeah, he came in with like a fucking bulldozer or whatever happened in that stupid ass movie.
Yeah, it was like an excavator or something.
So fucking.
He was
What?
brought in a wrecking ball.
Yeah, he just fucking. Yeah, he showed up as a mech. He was Devastator. He sat.
Constructicons.
Yeah. Well, teen. He sat in the window, writing down the recent chapter of his autobiography. Looking out of the window, then back at the man who lay on the floor, a fresh hatchet wound in his skull. Okay, immediately.
Oh my god.
The person's.
Lizzie Borden.
What?
It's Lizzie Borden, dude.
Good. That was a good one. A fresh hatchet wound in his skull. The person smiles at his handiwork and thought, "You want to be blood?"
Sure.
Okay, so what?
Seems like yesterday.
Can you repeat that?
Seems like yesterday.
Oh my god. Apostrophes. Flashback 2 years ago. Mary. Not like the name Mary. Mary as in the action of becoming husband and wife.
She's demanding.
Yeah. Jason. Jason, you're going to be late. You want to be Jason? Hey, Fruity Bats. How's it going? Oh, God. The boy, named Jason Kane, grabbed his book, his bag, and journal. He hurried. Oh, jeez. One sec.
His last name is Kane, isn't the wrestler?
Kane Velasquez. Yeah.
Kane, the apostrophe, the mayor. I know apostrophe doesn't go there, but
Jason Kane grabbed his book, his bag, and his. Jason Kane grabbed his bag and journal. He hurried down the stairs and after quick goodbyes rushed out the door to the bus stop. He got there as the bus pulled up. Had a shotgun on it.
it was not caught lacking.
He got as the bus pulled up, and once he was seated, Jason opened his journal again. It was full of short stories. True. Yeah, I suppose they were true.
Thank God he's not lying to us.
Yeah, he's not lying. It was actually full of gratuitous porn. Just
Yeah, Jason was a psychopathical liar.
yeah, psychological liar.
Yeah, psychopathical.
Psychopathic liar is a little bit of a different thing, I'd say.
Yeah. He might turn into one, I don't know.
Yeah. True, they had gore and deaths written in detail. Yeah, that's what gore is. But most teachers agree that he has a gift for writing. I certainly don't agree.
Your teacher would not, I mean, unless you're like maybe in college, your teacher would not agree if you're writing about death and gore, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think they would like that in college either. Also, I don't know what is it. Yeah, no, I'd say even in college, if you're writing like, if you're writing fucking Laughing Jack 2 Electric Boogaloo, you're not getting very good grades.
Well, I mean, I guess they'd let you be a little more, they wouldn't like report you straight away, I guess.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't be like arrested on site.
Yeah. They'd let you be a little more like experimental, I guess.
Hmm.
Maybe.
Yeah.
If
So
you're like one of the characters and they named the teacher, then you're in trouble.
he started where he left off when he heard something he hated. Oh no.
Oh no.
It's him.
What?
Randy. Hey, look. There goes Shakespeare. There goes the Shakespeare wannabe. Ha 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 ha. All his friends laughed at his dry nickname for Jason. His dry nickname?
Randy's here.
Randy is here. Yeah.
That's not the Randy.
I hope it is the Randy.
Oh my lord.
If it's not the Randy,
We'll make him the Randy.
yeah, no, it is the Randy. Officially, canonically, it is Randy. But like, from a writing perspective, if you're making a creepypasta character, and the creepypasta character, and it's the same as if you're making a Jeff the Killer ripoff, don't name the bully character Randy. That's Jeff the Killer's already. You have the in. Yeah. What?
Randy's like, hey, look, there's Shakespeare wannabe. He laughs and pulls out a knife.
Pulls out a gun. Pulls out a bottle of bleach.
He's actually like riding beside him on a skateboard.
See, it's Bloody Randy. That's the joke. He just got out of the hospital.
He immediately went back to school.
Yeah, he made that whole of like speech about killing Jeff the Killer, and then he was just like, "Shit, I gotta go to school, don't I?"
And now I gotta go back to the only place I ever saw him.
So, okay, wait. Okay, so all his friends laughed at his dry nickname for Jason. He simply put his headphones, 2 words. He simply put on his headphones to drown them out as he kept writing. Jason never had any friends. Of course he didn't. Except for the person. What? Oh. Jason never had any friends, except for the friends that he had. Who talked. Friends or two who probably talked to him out of pity. He didn't. Yeah. Peers. He didn't really care for friends or even socializing. So why is he complaining about it? Oh god. Oh god. Think it a waste of time. This shows one thing. He thinks himself better than most other boys. Wow, that was a real doozy of a sentence. Jason didn't care for sports, even with his father training him for what, like cricket?
At least give us a sport, come on. He's just training in
No.
the hyperbolic time chamber.
You're not. I don't want you to read. Get out of my face. Not you, Link. Joker keeps commenting.
Joker.
Yeah.
Shut up.
What? Okay. Where the fuck was I? Just didn't care for sports. And he wasn't one for finding simple ways of amusing himself. Jason wrote in his journal until the bus stopped outside of school and everyone poured out like in a liquid form. Oh god, the sun had yeah. The sun had gotten mad. Yeah, the sun was mad at them and they turned into liquid blobs. But yeah. Yeah, they look into the distance and an Allosaurus skeleton shows up. A little area behind the bleachers in the gym. Oh, where the fuck? Oh, he walked to his favorite hiding spot. A little area behind the bleachers in the gym. Because you don't go to class when you go to school. He went to behind the...
No one ever find out. He never shows up.
Oh god. He stepped into his home away from home and kept writing. He was at a part where a man was being gutted by a chainsaw. Again, not PG his writings. It's like every sentence is another layer of bad. but Jason, but Jason loved them. So did the few people who saw them. Wait, who was he showing them? Who fucking cares?
He sure shouldn't be showing them the teachers.
At least the ones with the stomach for them anyways. The 10-minute bell rang as Jason got up and went to class. That's their pod. Jason got up and went to class. He didn't do well in other subjects. Barely passing, but creative writing and English were his favorites, and the ones he did best in. Yes, you've established this.
He had to make it extra clear he was barely passing.
Yeah, he can't just be flunking. He was okay at them.
Yeah. He wasn't too bad.
I guess the author doesn't want his magnum opus character to be a fucking dullard, so.
Yeah. He's already dry. You don't want him to be dull, too.
Yeah. Fucking dry nickname.
It would have been so funny if, like, he was good at something other than writing.
Yeah. Yeah, it turns out the writing thing just kind of happens. Like, the whole blood writing. He's actually really. He's really good at culinary arts, but, like, you can't really make that into a killer.
He's gonna be a cook.
Yeah. Yeah, the next Gordon Ramsay. Okay. Barely passing, but okay. The day was over before he knew it, and somehow with little Randy in it. With little Randy. Randy's like 2 feet tall.
Randy's mini-me.
Yeah, the main character just punts him across the room. If the story doesn't end with fucking Jason here punting Randy, I'll be genuinely upset. I mean, I'm already genuinely upset, but you know. He went home and just kept writing, but not a short story. He was actually making a book. Holy shit, like a writer. The story was around... What? The story was around a boy in a in the nuclear wasteland. The one. The official.
Otherwise known as, quickly types in country that's fun to make fun of.
Yeah, the story is set in England. Nuclear wasteland. Surviving the terrors it came with. Jason spent hours writing and was almost finished, but then he was yelled at by his mother to go to bed. Jason did so, but not before finishing the last sentence of a chapter. Period. ... So stop doing that. Oh god. It was a fairly normal day as Jason was almost done with his book. He sat in the cafeteria as he wrote. On the last chapter... Why is there a comma? He sat in the cafeteria as he wrote, comma, on the last chapter, comma, were the boy finally found his family. There's an H in it, guy. Come on.
Were the boy. I don't have a joke, never mind.
Jason smiled at how, even with all the monsters, violence, and blood he wrote, he made a happy ending. But not for him. What? But not for him. Randy and his 2 lackeys walked up and began.
I mean, are you in the book or not?
Wait, that doesn't... Oh, yeah.
I couldn't write a happy ending for me.
Okay, moving on. Bad sentence, moving on. Randy. Sup, wannabe? You wanna be Mikey?
Sure. Yeah, so.
Jason. Silent. Apostrophes. Jack. Hey, it's not... Is he spelling it with an A on purpose?
Sorry.
Is he spelling it with an A on purpose, or does he just genuinely not know that it's spelled with an E?
What?
Hey. The word. Yeah,
really sad.
he spelled it with the letter A twice.
Oh. I sure hope it's on purpose.
Jack. Hey, Randy. I think he's ignoring us. Randy, you're right. Maybe, maybe we need to go fast. Maybe we need to get his attention. Holy shit, I'm dying. Without warning, Mikey grabbed the journal and held it as Jason sprung up. Oh, I say. Jack was about to sit him back down, but was drop kicked into the ground as Jason was about to charge Mikey? Okay. Only for. Oh. Wait, it is. It is Randy. Look.
Oh, there's the knife.
Only for the cold steel blade of Randy's switchblade to press against Jason's throat.
Oh, you see?
Wait. You just. I'm guessing you just read it too.
Did you see the name?
Yeah. Oh, you want to voice Rangi?
Rangi?
Yeah. New character? Go ahead.
Have violence now, can we? What did he want?
Mikey, I forgot what the voice was for this character already.
Wait, who did Mikey?
I think I did Mikey.
No, I did Mikey.
Okay.
Jack.
Okay. Reads.
One sec.
Okay. Parentheses read apostrophes reads.
Felix was overjoyed as he sat at last, his parents before him. The months he spent looking paid off, and now he was before him. What the hell is this crap?
Yeah, I agree, to be honest, Mikey. Jack gets up. I don't know.
Morgan twice within 2 sentences, I agree.
I don't know, but rip it. Pop it. Block it.
Who calls that as profit? You gotta solve this so you're losing your thumb.
Randy. Yeah. For hurting my friend and causing a ruckus, you need to be punished. You need to be punished. Rip it, Mikey. If this is the reason why he becomes like a serial killer, this might be the most like non good reason out of any creepypasta I've ever heard.
Oh no, he ripped up my pages.
It's not like I could just do it again.
I like the alternate. I hope he becomes like at the end he's just like a really professional author. It's like wow, I should thank those guys for ripping up the crap I used to write.
Yeah. Hopefully this stream acts as like a fucking real life equivalent of that. We make fun of his story and he actually writes better. Jason tried to.
And we hold him at knife point.
Yeah, yeah, we hold him at gunpoint to tell him to write better. Jason tried to move Randy's knife, but was grabbed by Jack as he and Randy slammed Jason onto a table. Jason eyes.
Overconfident. He's trying to move someone's knife.
Jason eyes, new character, widened.
Jason, middle name eyes, last name Wyden.
Jason eyes widened. He introduces himself like a spy.
Yeah. Jason's eyes widen.
As Mikey tore into his book. The paper flew all over the place as Jason began to cry like a little bitch. When the book was completely destroyed, they let go of Jason. He scampered over like a little bunny rabbit over to the remains and held them in his hands. The trio laughed as they walked away. Many students just watched in silence before walking away themselves. Yeah, no one. They're all like, "Oh, this is kind of embarrassing to look at," to be honest.
Wait, I said you have a knife here.
Multiple nights. Yeah, the teacher. No, none of the teachers did anything. Many students watched in silence before walking away themselves. Jason cried a bit longer before something built inside him. Something he had never thought he would have. A feeling he thought incapable. I'm going to just kind of highlight that for a second. Incapable. So he's inside of it at the moment. Incapable of vengeance. Jason. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think vengeance is like an emotion you feel. It's more like a concept. Yeah, I was feeling really vengeful this morning when I got up. Jason was mad. Okay, so yeah, no. Jason is now Batman. Jason was mad, and he wanted revenge. Being tormented was one thing, but the destruction of life's work was another. Dude, you're in high school. It's not gonna be your fucking magnum opus.
Calm down. That book that was hidden in the Bastille, it was later found.
Jesus Christ. Being tormented was something that set him off. Da 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 da. It was nighttime. 2 words. Jason sat in his room, twirling a knife his father gave him. Jason knew only he could do something, or write something. Jason spoke in a low voice. Yeah, you can do it, Jason. You superb Batman impression. He got up and put on a black and red hoodie. It begins. He snuck out. He snuck out the window and went into the shed, the one shed, the universal shed. Grabbing on. Okay, stopping it for a minute. Grabbing on of the hatchets that rested on the wall. I think my brain just exploded. Yeah. He hid the weapons and pulled up his hoodie as he walked to where Randy and his idiots were. Where? Oh, how the fuck? Wait. Wait. Do you see this?
Wait, hold on.
It's the he thinks.
Where is where? Okay.
He thinks where is were and were is where.
Yeah.
How do you even do that?
I don't know.
While whispering. It's you.
Oh. Take from me, and I take from you.
Dot 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 dot. Randy, Jack, and Mikey were drunk and laughing about what happened today. It was fucking hilarious. He cried like a bitch. Randy, did you see his tears? Can't believe he cried over some stupid book. Jack, the punk deserved it. Teach him to kick me on Discord. They laughed on and on, not knowing someone was outside their little hut. What's this? This is taking place in Uganda. This is in pre-colonial Africa. They laughed on and on, not knowing someone was outside their little hut. Jack threw his empty can at the trash and reached into the empty cooler. Randy, there's more outside, in the shed.
What?
The the universal shed again.
No, hold up. I thought they were outside.
Well, it said they were in a little hut, I guess.
Yeah, but if it's in the shed, wouldn't that be inside?
Yeah.
Unless they're like they have a house somehow in the high school.
Wait. Wait. No. Yeah. Wait. Inside their little hut. Someone's outside their little hut. I don't care.
I guess he's referring like the shed is somewhere other than the hut.
Yeah. I'm guessing.
They have multiple buildings in the shed.
Why do these three teenagers have a hut?
Yeah. It's just literally a tent.
Yeah. If it is a tent, that's just you don't call it a hut. It's,
Yeah. If it's a
what?
tent, then why are you in the tent instead of the shed?
Why aren't you just at home or something? These characters being in a shed, being in a hut makes me very angry.
Like a little thing frame house.
Made of mud. It's the word hut. It's not the fact they're not inside. It's because the word hut just makes me think of a fucking, like a fucking random like African village house.
Or like passing around a smoke pipe.
Yeah, doing smoke signals. Yeah. Anyway, Jack, why do I have to get? Oh, it's you. Oh, is it me? Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, it's Jack. Why do I have to get them? You drank the last one. Now fetch. Jack grumbled as he got up and walked out. He got to the shed and opened it. As he dug through the shed looking for beer, but soon the light he did have was shadowed. He turned, thinking it was Mikey or Randy, but was met with the sight of Jason. Just like a biblical, like, sounds like a biblical text. Was all Jason said before cleaving Jack's head with a hatchet. Jack fell back, blood gushing from his head. Yeah, that's what I'd assume it'd be gushing from. As he bled out. As he bleed out. Jason yanked the hatchet out of his head, his own head, and turned to the hut.
He was like, hello, and he stabbed him. Just really confused.
Yeah, Jack's just like, oh shit, what the fuck? Randy. Randy. Are you good? Are you good, Link? He stabs himself.
Chops his own head. He dies in front of them. Jack's like, oh my god.
What the fuck? Where the fuck is that dumbass?
Probably jerking off.
Go find him.
No way, man. What if he actually is?
Then cut it off.
What?
Weird leap, Randy. Weird leap indeed, but okay.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
So, first off, I would never assume my friend was like
Beating off.
masturbating when he went to go get when he went to go get beer. That was just funny that he said cut it off.
Yeah. If you find my friend jerking off, well, just horribly mutilate him, please.
This 14 castrate him, dude. It's not that big deal.
As he said that, the lights cut out. Darkness surrounded them quickly. They started assaulting a wall. Mikey jumped while Randy just growled. Mikey jumped while Randy just growled Jack's nom. Vietnam. They were transported to Vietnam.
This is where this story takes place.
Yeah, that explains the hut, I suppose. Thinking it was a prank or something. That fucktard. Go check the power box. Then find that asshole. So I can kick his ass.
No, you go fucking do it.
Randy pulls out a knife. Because I own this. Now go. He did ask why he should do it. There was no question asked. Exchange.
Hold on. Okay. So Mikey says, no, you go fucking do it. Randy says, in response, because I own
Like I said, there's no question or answer in this exchange. It's just like you go do it.
He didn't say, why don't you go fucking do it? He said, no, you do it. That was a statement, not a question.
It's not a discussion. It's just him saying it. I guess the author was gonna write it and then forgot. It's you.
He can't go do it because
He has a knife.
he has to take care of it.
Yeah, it's like a little baby. Mike, Mikey got up and walked to the door. He opened it only for a hatchet to get slammed into his gut. He spat blood as Jason stepped out and sliced Mikey's throat. Wait, no, he sliced Mickey's throat to completely new character.
There's a lot of people in this story.
A random character. Then he spells it differently again. What the fuck? So wait. Mikey, Mickey, but spelled differently.
It's Big Mickey.
It's Big Mickey. So
Right after they got him out of the harbor.
So okay. So 3 characters just appeared. Mikey, who got stabbed in the gut, then Mickey, whose throat just got slit, and then Mickey, the other Mickey, who fell over dead as Jason walked in, a smile across his face. I guess Mickey the third fell over and just died of fear.
Thank God Mikey didn't kill though.
Randy bolted from the couch and stood back, knife in hand. He was looking at Jason with surprise and horror. It's bad. I wouldn't call those accidents. I would just call them murder. Randy, you sick fuck.
No, not sick. Just killing some of it.
Frankly, this just seems like over-escalation, my man.
I said I'm gonna fucking kill you.
He lunged as Randy with knife in hand. Randy dodged and went for a stab, but Jason kicked his leg out from under him. Oh, he fucking calf kicked him. Damn.
Dang.
Randy
Was studying sports.
studying Muay Thai.
Yeah.
Randy tried to get up, and Jason stomped on his leg, cracking it. Randy yelped in pain. He looked up to see Jason with an insane grin on his face, standing over him. Randy tried to feel for his knife, but couldn't find it because Jason plunged the knife. Yeah, I suppose that is a real reason. I suppose you wouldn't be feeling much after that. But
Oh God, where did I put my knife? Oh wait, here it is in my throat.
Wait a minute, where's my knife? Oh God, I just got stabbed. I feel like in that situation, priorities would be that there's a knife in your throat, not that you're looking for your weapon.
How would you not realize that? I'm guessing that was written before he was stabbed. Like he was trying to fight it before he was stabbed.
It's just every
Yeah.
every sentence is just a new way of being disappointed. Jason plunged his knife into Randy's throat. Randy began to choke as his lungs filled with blood. Jason took the knife out and stabbed him again and again until Randy was fully dead instead of partially dead. 75% dead. Jason stood...
40% dead.
Don't worry, he's only 35% dead.
I'm 40% dead. 30%.
Oh no.
I'm trying to make a Bender joke. I don't know.
Damn. Jason stood there over Randy's body, blood dripping from his knife, panting a little as he looked over his work. His smile still on his face, now wider as he got an idea. He left the Pizza Hut and went to find someone. Yeah, that's the entire story set in Pizza Hut.
They just mean house, basically.
Yeah. By luck, he left the hut and went to find someone. By luck, the first person he found was his build and size. Jason quick kill Jason was quick to kill him, then dragged the corpse back to the hut. Jason removed the guy's teeth. Afterwards, grabbed a can of gas and some beer, because yeah, that's really gonna help. Beer's really the like power clincher in this situation. He poured it. Yeah, he poured it all. He poured it all over the bodies and the hut, then grabbed a lighter. Jason lit the hut ablaze. As it burned, Jason rushed home. Sneaking in, he changed his clothes, grabbed a bag full of other cloths, some food, money, a journal, and pens. He looked at the red pen and emptied it. Then he took oh Christ. Then he took his blood-soaked cloths and filled the pen up. Smiling, he climbed out the window and ran into the night. ... Oh god, it's a news story. You want to do the news?
Sure.
Go.
Early in the morning, 4 bodies were found in the burnt remains of a small camp. So far, three of the 4 bodies have been identified to be Randy Smith, Michael Marsh, and Jack Ziegler.
Ziegler.
But the fourth body has yet to. But the fourth body has yet to.
Yet to die.
Facing pain. A local student. It's unclear why, how the point to alcohol being a factor in the fire. In other news, if you see a man named Burner,
don't go into the slender forest. Sinya Sonia will be there.
I like how alcohol was like the main thing and not the gasoline.
Yeah, I feel like the fucking police would be able to tell.
Yeah.
Also, if your head was split open, I feel like they would also be able to tell, even if you were burned in a fire.
Yeah, like.
Can you guys hear that?
I'll talk about this whenever we're finished with the story, 'cause we're almost done.
Oh, it's starting to rain outside. Jesus, sorry about this, guys.
Oh no, it's gonna catch fire.
Yeah. A boy sat in a cafe. A smile crossed his face as he wrote in his journal with a dark red pen. After hearing the report, he wrote down how the killer smiled at everyone thinking he was dead. He paid and left the cafe. Present. Okay, I thought that was the present, but okay.
That was the past.
Jason, now.
It was pre-Columbus.
Jason, now calling himself Bloody Painter, left his latest victim. The blood. Oh yeah, the blood right. Yeah, it's almost like this character's derivative of something. Jason, now calling himself Blood Rider, left his latest victim to be found as he walked along the train tracks, looking for his next chapter to write. A smile under the mask he wore. This was an entirely unnecessary sentence.
That's what the point of the mask is.
Hope you guys liked it. Bloody Rider by me. I didn't. You want to read the one comment? Oh, there's 5 comments.
Oh, not for me.
Oh, it's the click more.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll read. Oh wait, load more. Yeah.
Oh Jesus.
Okay. Do you want to read one or what?
I'll read. You know what? Let's just read this little short one. This long one seems really boring.
Alright.
Oh, am I reading it? Oh, sorry.
Oh, it's not. You gotta let me know, man.
We're really professional here on the BioVanto channel.
We are the. Have you ever seen Bad Creepasta? Well, if you're tired of that professional, you'll love this.
Yeah, we're the cream of the top, cream of the crop over here at the Bad Creepasta community.
Yeah, we're the ones you watch whenever when you're done with all the episodes of Bad Creepasta.
And Huda Hoodlums.
Yeah.
And Vince 12.
And Alexo.
And Fish Stick on Stick. And Yuri of Wind.
There's gotta be more creepypasta.
There are. I could name all of them, but it would take 20 minutes. Oh, you also have to the Bean Daddy Mandela channel, obviously.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, I love it! Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. And I actually feel the same. Like, this guy like me. Indeed he is. Please, don't think I am a killer, XD.
Hold on. Hold on.
Yes,
Can I finish the rest of this?
yes,
The whole thing?
of course.
And then the author says, Dragon Slayer says, "Thank you. I don't blame you. I based Blood's love for writing off my love for writing." And then the dude responds, "Thanks. You are welcome. Will you take a picture about you?" Sorry, I was always poking you with
My man Zayba is fucking thirsty as hell.
Calm down, man.
Okay, so that was bad.
This killer's just like me. Can I see a picture of you, by the way?
Can I see a picture of your feet? Just please.
Promise I won't turn you into a suitcase.
So that was bad.
Yeah.
That was ridiculously bad, actually. Kind of like thinking about it. Like,
At least I will say it's one of those ones that's so bad it's at least funny.
yeah, I think.
Like Frankie still makes me laugh.
Yeah, but I think the funniest part about it was the fact that Randy was in it. Like, if they had changed his name to like Jordan or something, I wouldn't have enjoyed it as much because I wouldn't have been picturing the fucking Randy man.
Yeah. It basically was just the bullies from Jeff the Killer, though.
Yeah,
Hoodie and mask.
they were so. These characters were so forgettable that the author forgot their names halfway through.
Yeah.
Mikey, Mickey, and Jack.
In like the same paragraph.
Yeah, he did it 3 times in one paragraph.
Only one was Mikey.
Yeah, so it was Mikey, Mickey with an E. Like, how do you even do that?
Yeah.
Okay. According to...
At least, like, he involved something other than alcohol to burn the hut down.
Yeah.
Again, that wasn't a hut.
Yeah, it wasn't made of mud, apparently. Anyway, on to the second story. Don't fight a dark god, ... idiot. Yeah, the main character will be voiced by Beavis and Butthead at the same time. Okay. This was, so Don't Fight a Dark God Idiot by AJ Ziforiasos. I can't pronounce that. Published on February 24th, 2016. It has 6 comments and 195 views. Okay. You good?
Yeah, sorry, I was just situating myself.
Oh, okay. It was already midnight, and no one was really around at this hour to begin with. Terrible start. In the darkness, a young demon, oh god, was limping around the dark forest, where other demons linger. Just jumping right into it, huh?
Lord.
But this time, it was completely quiet. The young demon seemed to be severely wounded, and possibly bleeding to death, maybe.
There's a possibility.
There's a good chance, Though he didn't seem to care much, since he was focused on one thing, and one thing only. Nova glided slowly among the trees. My favorite Marvel superhero. Richard Rider.
Oh god, he's killing a nihilist.
Yeah, the annihilation wave is coming.
Yeah.
The wind felt good as it rushed past her feathers. She landed in a moonlit clearing, wings tucked away. There had been demons here, but after it was clear she was staying in the area for a while, they had all fled. Nova sat down and looked at the moon. It was nice to have peaceful night from time to time. Oh God. Yeah, I agree,
I don't
Kenzie.
know why I thought like Nova was a harpy or something at first. No, she's an angel.
Of course she is. Fucking. Uh, yeah, no, this is. I agree, Kenzie. This is already annoying. Oh God.
Yeah.
Abbott found it strange that the entire place was suddenly quiet since he's used to hearing the growls and screeches of other demons whenever he stopped by there. A moment later, he sensed a nearby presence as he limped through the darkness of the forest and hid him from clear sight. He thought of it as a potential opponent he could battle with. Uh, I don't know why this one doesn't really read like a creepypasta. This more sounds like a fucking crossover fan fiction, but
This is like the third story within like a series.
yeah, we're about 20 chapters into the Lord of the Rings at this point.
Yeah, this is like watching going straight to the Avengers.
Yeah, this is
Going straight to Avengers Endgame.
yeah, we're in Endgame. We watched Iron Man and now we're in Endgame.
Yeah.
Anyway, where the fuck was I? Nova could feel another. Oh, I guess Nova is a demon. Okay.
Okay, so a feathered demon. Okay.
Fuck, weird. Okay, weird but fine.
So turns out demons actually have feathers.
Normie, if you didn't know.
All the depictions in fiction are wrong.
Except mine, of course.
T-Rex totally has feathers, guys. Don't worry.
Nova could feel another demon, but from what she could tell, they weren't very powerful. Nova dismissed the presence, just staring skyward again. Abbott continued to go after the presence, despite the fact that he was in a really bad shape. Yeah, same man, honestly. Need to hit the gym a bit more, you know?
Yeah. I mean, being stabbed was like, and near death was like the least of his problems.
Yeah, he was about 500 pounds.
Quick flare.
Yeah. He had, like, horrible blood pressure.
He like every time he turned into a square, it was just downhill from there.
From what he sensed about the presence, it was definitely another demon. In fact, one that's worth a challenge to go for.
This dude's like on the brink of death, and he's worried about fighting someone.
Yeah.
What is this? Is this Garu?
God, where are you? Yeah, oh.
No, I was making a joke, like the hero killer.
Yeah. Oh. That's deep reference.
Hero hunter, my bad.
Yeah. Where the fuck? From what he sensed about the presence, it was definitely another demon. In fact, one that's worth a challenge to go for. As soon as he got close enough, from a short distance while remaining hidden, he looked at the mysterious demoness who was looking skywards. He heard about a few kinds of demons, but he had never seen someone like her before. Oh yeah, my character's so original, guys. Don't worry about it. Nova heard someone moving nearby. Would you like to voice Nova?
Sure.
I mean, you don't really got a choice. You're voicing her.
Yeah. Hello?
She wasn't afraid of whatever might be out there. She was confused, though. From what she could tell, it was the same weak demon. Why do they uppercase demon every single time?
Name.
No, it's not. Yeah, every single one of them is named Demon. Oh, hey, Bagel. The same weak demon. She was surprised he hadn't ran. Abbott had taken a good glance at Nova before making his approach. After a short moment, he stepped out from his hiding place and limped towards the demoness, without having any second thoughts in mind. Nova raised a brow. The kid was limping.
You okay?
Nova stood up, giving him a puzzled look. She swore she could feel desire for battle coming. It's a registerable emotion. She sensed Nova's confusion. It was obvious that he. Can you guys hear that? It's raining pretty hard now. Damn.
I heard almost like an EAS.
Let me see.
If it was me.
That's not too bad. Alright. She swore. Okay. But he was already torn apart. Abbott stood silent as he sensed Nova's confusion. These characters can just feel each other. It's weird. It was obvious that he was wounded from a previous battle that he had earlier throughout the day. However, his clothes managed to hide the large wounds inflicted on his body from sight. Clearly not, because she noticed them immediately. Hell. Oh. Oh, hey, Anthony. I remember you from the other streams on the Bean Dad Mandel channel. We are reading horrible stuff on Deviant Art, and come enjoy it. Come join us. It's you, Link. The kid had gone silent. Nova could smell a lot of blood. He was hiding injuries. Okay, so hiding the wounds really didn't help at all.
You might want to get your injuries treated.
He was just watching her. Nova felt her skin crawl under his gaze. What the fuck did this guy want? Abbott managed to stand up properly, feeling the remaining amount of his strength aiding him. After a moment of silence, he responded in Latin. Oh Christ. Volo vos ad pugnan provocar. I want to challenge you to a fight. No, I'm just gonna. Hey Link, can you put that through a translator real quick?
Yeah. I'm sorry, I was laughing at the sentence right after it.
Oh. What was? Okay, let me look. Nova cocked her head. She had no clue what the bloody hell he had just said.
I don't speak Spanish, man.
Are you speaking French? I don't speak French.
Is that Portuguese?
This is not a Twilight fanfic. I'm sorry. This is just. I thought this would be a funny creepypasta, and it kind of is, but Oh Christ. This must be what it's like for people when she began speaking Japanese. She could tell it was Latin, but beyond that she couldn't say.
Sorry, I'm doing this translator thing.
Oh yeah. Does it say anything?
I'll tell you afterward. I was still looking, but
Okay.
Listen, my life sucks. Any chance you speak English or Japanese? Either works.
Either works. My writer is a weeb.
I am the great Cornholio.
Abbott's eyes glowed for a bit. He knew that being a monotheistic demon, oh boy, especially ones like his father, has advantages, since his kind are known to have the ability to speak every possible language. Every single one.
Dang. Okay, so I'm done looking at it's roughly the same thing.
Okay. It's not, but it's roughly the same.
Yeah, it's close enough, I guess.
Yeah. Advantages, including ancient ones. As soon as he heard Nova's response to him speaking Latin, he proceeded to speak Japanese. Do you want to speak the Japanese?
I thought you were the dude.
Oh yeah. Watashi wa tadaki ni anata ni chosen shan shitu dusu. I want to challenge you to a fight. Was that racist enough? Did that sound racist?
Yeah, I think you're gonna get canceled now.
Okay, awesome. Thank God. Okay, you. Fucking kill yourself. Nova shook her head. Was this kid trying to pick a fight with her? See you again.
No. Are you fucking stupid? Of course he's not trying to pick a fight with you.
Yeah, clearly. What gave you the idea that he's trying to fight you?
I want to fight you. What the fuck do you mean by that?
I want to beat your head in. I wonder if this dude wants to fight me. It's you, by the way.
Another one. Nanidura. Oshiki. Umasaka.
Huh? She sighed. Oh, is that you still?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a lot of Japanese in this story.
Wait, hold on. I messed up, my bad.
Okay.
Okay, so, watashi wa tarakami? Anata wa natidere ga oshiki umasaka.
Do you know what that is? Avid responded. What? Oh, Jesus Christ, this fucking word. Watashi jiji wakako ni suri no itsuki ga o taketiki kimashita. My father has fought some of them in the past. Then he continued. Jesus Christ. Latin or Japanese, this author cannot describe. Yeah, this author's trying to decide whether or not to be a weeb or like a fucking Rome enthusiast.
Why does this demon know Japanese?
I don't know, man. I'm not here to ask these kind of questions. Then he continued. Shigashi watashi wa shirino ni tsuit amiri kita koto ga arimasen, though I have never heard much about them. Oh, including made-up languages like Klingon, Elvish, and French Canadian. That is quite funny. French Canadian is a joke. I agree.
There's no Canada like French Canada.
I think this is you again. I'm so sorry.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not surprising.
Not surprising.
Nova cocked her head. It's you again. Am I the only one left? Nova. No, this is so fucking awful. I'm so glad I picked this because this is totally worth it. Nova was admittedly a bit more wary after hearing that this kid's dad had fought Tata Agami. This meant the guy had to have been an incredibly powerful demon. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Abbott found it quite surprising to have encountered a okay. Tartar Igami, one of the types. Leave me alone. Like, one of the types.
I don't know if that's right either.
What?
I don't know if that's right either.
It's fine. One of the types of demons he had heard his father mention once. From what he remembered, his father actually held respect for them, since they were powerful demons as well. This made his eagerness to challenge Nova rise. He then said, where, wa takitaki ni sus. He was playing Among Us. Susumiya Shuka. Then shall we proceed to battle? I am definitely getting Sonic.exe 2 vibes, yes. Okay. Okay, so shall we proceed to battle? Nova sighed and spread her wings, knocking the kid over as she got airborne.
I hope you realize this was a huge mistake, kid.
Nova's wings kept Nova's wings kept her 10 meters in the air as she fires all sizes. What? Nova's wings kept her 10 meters. Nova's wings kept her 10 meters in the air as she fires of all sizes. Okay, appeared around the entire clearing. A pair of black angel wings popped out of Abed's back, and he flew to Nova's level. Though some blood was continually dripping from his wings since he was injured there previously, this was just the beginning of the battle after all. Nova's own violet. Fucking. Do you remember when Matt had a meltdown over the character having a pink stripe in her hair?
Oh, yeah.
MCCP? Yeah. I'm feeling the same. I'm feeling that anger.
Yeah, this is.
No. Nova's own violet feathered wings were dwarfed by the kid's black ones. I think that's you.
I don't see anything.
Oh, cute. Okay. Huh?
I don't know.
Fire homed in on him from all 360 degrees. As Nova set off explosives. C4, where the kid was flying. Yeah, she's.
Explosives around here.
Yeah, just like Jeff the Killer, she had a pack of C4 attached to her back.
Yeah, it's just launching packs of C4.
Abed was burned from the fires. No shit. Making him a lot worse than he was before. Due to the intense weakness overtaking him, he didn't dodge in time and got hit by the explosives. Luckily, he had some strength left. He could use it as his opportunity to land ahead. Then, he dashed towards Nova and attempted to violently claw her. Nova grabbed the kid's wrists in her own flaming clawed hand. She applied pressure until she heard bones snap. She had a sadistic smirk, and suddenly, appearing behind Abed, fucking anime, and breaking his wings. Abed screeched as he felt his bones breaking as soon as Nova let go. He held his now broken wrists with his good arm. However, when he... Okay, I don't care. When he felt his wings being torn, he restrained himself from screaming as he fell. He was now in pure agony and possibly bleeding more than he already did. Nova was very close to losing herself in bloodlust. Yeah, like ripping off a leg, isn't it? Iceberg.
Yeah. It's an iceberg shark video.
Yeah, it's at the tip. It's me ripping off your wings. At the bottom, it's me doing. Her smile was one of pure insanity.
And soon I'll stop holding back. I wonder how long you'll last. My guess is under 2 minutes.
She laughed darkly, looking down at Abed, who plummeted to the ground. Oh, he was falling the entire time she was talking. To the ground when she broke his wings. As Abed was down on the ground, he slowly got up, telling himself in Latin, Ni tardisi. Oh, I can't be racist with this one. Ni tardisi, mi nunik jam non simius who fucking cares? I can't surrender now. I must no longer be a disgrace. This is so fucking riveting.
I can't speak Latin again. Do you mind translating?
Kenzie just called the author a virgin. Abed wasn't going to give up just yet. Nova saw the kid get up once more. Her grin was purely psychotic at this point, moonlight shadowing her face, making her even more disturbed looking. She started singing really obnoxious metal songs. I'm the hand. Oh God. Oh, I can't be racist, Spider-Man 2020. Nova dove and clawed into his back. She smiled in sadistic pleasure when she felt her clawed grip exit the front of the kid's body. She yanked her arm back, laughing. Okay. Oh, thank God. Abed's body was already wounded enough for Nova clawed grip to easily get through, which was agonizing to him. He was bleeding severely, though he attempted to attack once more by possibly ripping out one of her organs out of by possibly ripping one of her organs out of her body with the bit of strength he had left. The kid managed to claw her pretty bad.
Something realistic you can do.
Yes, clearly. I mean, he is a demon too.
Yeah.
The kid
You're Soul Stealer.
the kid managed to claw her pretty bad. The pain was enough to snap Nova back. She stood over him, looking at the damage she alone had caused. Nova sighed, spread her wings, and took to the air.
I don't know why you thought this was a good idea, but I'm glad I'm letting you live.
Oh, you've been doing a fucking Beavis and Butthead, right? I forgot. Nova gained altitude before soaring away. So much for a peaceful night. Abbott just looked at her as she stood up. How was he going to explain this to his father when he returns? Guess he wouldn't know until it happens. However, this felt odd to him since he usually had to escape from his opponent when he couldn't take it anymore. This was the first time he was spared. Bum bum bum, the end. Holy fuck. Good Christ. That wasn't a creepypasta.
Yeah, this isn't a creepypasta.
This is just some edgy teenager talking about fucking punching.
This is definitely like something that has prior setup.
Oh yeah, clearly it had to. And guess what? I don't want to read anymore.
Yeah,
I don't want to read any other part.
Why is it's not good.
It's just not good. I agree.
I think people sometimes forget that the only reason like something like anime works is because it's not a writing.
Yeah, because it's visual.
Yeah.
And
I understand a lot of people want to try to do that and they don't have the ability to write or not write, make something visual.
yeah, it's just
Work with what you have.
yeah, it's just this was not even good. This wasn't even a good attempt, honestly.
It was like this was very anime-esque, obviously.
Yeah.
It
Well, what gave it away? The fucking constant Japanese.
yeah, the constant Japanese, the fact that she hadn't used all her power yet.
Yeah. Fucking hell. This. And you know what the worst part about it was? I didn't care about anything that was occurring.
I honestly,
like,
me either.
like the story, I'll give it its credit. It wasn't as horribly written as most stories we read are.
Yeah, it's at least
Passable. The grammar is passable. I'm sure the Japanese is fucking abysmal if you actually translate it, but it's not a creepypasta, it's a crappasta. I wouldn't even call this a crappasta, to be honest. I would just call this yeah, this is just a fucking fan fiction that somehow got shoved into the creepypasta like fan base. Yeah. I don't know. This was bad. I hope neither of these characters ever appear in anything ever again.
So yeah, it does have creepypasta in the hashtags.
Yeah.
It's got Slenderverse in the hashtags.
How the fuck is this Slenderverse?
I don't know. I think people at some point forgot well, they definitely did, but
Yes.
at some point they forgot creepypastas were supposed to be scary.
And also that they have like, you know, creepypasta like elements, that they have horror elements instead of just anime characters fighting with swords and stuff. At fucking bare minimum, at least they didn't pull out swords.
Yeah.
At least she didn't have a fucking katana. Okay, so that was bad, and the author should feel bad. So, moving on to this last
I'm
story.
gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
Okay, then we shall move on to the night's last story. Um, I'm pretty sure this is going to be not good because it's a period piece set in the 1880s, and I don't think it's going to be historically accurate. Now let's read some of these comments because you guys have been talking quite a bit. Wait, Kenzie says, "Can someone tell me how this was supposed to be a creepypasta? Because it's just a boring, overly long fight scene between demons. Doesn't make it scary." Yeah, I agree. This wasn't good. The story was bad. The action wasn't interesting. Mostly because it was one-sided as fuck. Like, nothing happened that was even remotely exciting. Was this supposed to be a creepypasta? I suppose so. It's in the creepypasta category, so I suppose it had to be a creepypasta, or was trying to be one. It's not a creepypasta, yeah. It's creepy because it includes the use of Google Translate, the shittiest translate service out there. I don't know, the Bing translate's also pretty bad. Yeah, but you guys didn't know if there was a fucking Bing translator out there. There is, and guess what? It's also bad. The author wanted to write the best angel demon manga ever, and they failed at it. Didn't even have anything to say, witty to say. Yeah, Hangman. I mean, I know Hangman is a bit morbid, but I wouldn't call it creepypasta. Yeah, I suppose. I am sure, I am certain there is a bad creepypasta out there, like a Lost episode or urban legend-esque creepypasta out there, where it's just explaining that there's a dark, insidious origin story to the game, Hangman. Yeah, Bing doesn't pretend that's good. Bing, I have respect for Bing for that, because Bing doesn't even try, which is kind of based, honestly. Fuck you for even bringing up Bing. Leave me alone. I can bring up Bing as I please. So you guys enjoying the stream so far? I hope the rain wasn't too loud. I'm sorry about that. I didn't know it was gonna fucking rain today. There was a fucking emergency signal going on downstairs. I hope you guys didn't hear that either. Just neither were very good. I'm gonna give credit to Bing. You can't stop me, Kenzie. So, we still have one more story. We're just waiting for Link to return. This story is easily the most popular of the ones we've looked at so far. It has 6,000 views, which is like more than my entire channel, which honestly just makes me sad, to be honest. But, you know, there's probably a creep. What? I'm gonna keep venting. I'm gonna keep venting, and I'm gonna keep giving credit to Bing. You can't stop me. I'm not. Oh, thank God. So you guys couldn't hear the rain. That's good. Anyway, you ready, Link, for creepypasta The Hangman's Origin by Comrade Apex, posted August 27th, 2014?
It's Comrade.
Yes.
He's back, everyone.
Communist boy. But
Possibly fascist.
yeah. Oh, is it the same guy? Wait.
This is the dude who made the Hitler story.
Is it?
Yeah, the one where he was talking about like the.
Oh my God! No fucking way! I thought the other one, the Don't Fight Dark God, was written by the same guy. Wait, I gotta look that. I'll look it up after.
I remember it was a Comrade.
I hope it's this guy, because that'd be really funny.
Let me see if I can find out real quick.
Does Bing support Russia? No, that it is.
Yeah, he's the dude who wrote It's Just Evolution.
Oh my god! Yes!
Perfect quote.
Yes! It's the Nazi guy, yay!
Yes!
No, okay, Kenzie, I know you quoted the I can't be racist thing earlier. Do not quote, yes, it's the Nazi guy, yes. Don't quote that. I don't need a clip of that anywhere.
Yeah, this is Kirby.
Okay, you ready?
Oh, I am ready.
So this has more comments than a fuck. This has a fuck ton of comments, but let's get through this. Okay, creepypasta, The Hangman's Origin. The year is 1887, and oh, is this in first person? Oh, this is interesting. The year is 1887, and you are Will Jameson. No, I'm not. A photographer. They both. Damn it! Multiple people have quoted me as saying it's the Nazi guy. Yay! A photographer for a fairly well-known New York paper. I'm not gonna name which one. It is well-paying and fairly in fairly secure position. It is a well-paying and fairly secure position. Your current task is to venture into the dying side of America called the Old West. I don't think that's what it was called.
I call it dying. I call it more like a hellhole.
Why would you call it the Old West? It's 1887.
Hey. Yeah, what if you call it like the Wild West?
Yeah, or just the West. Or like one of the fucking many territories we had.
This is going to be like a separate universe.
I don't, Link, I don't know if it might just be me, but I don't think the story will be entirely historically accurate.
Yeah, it's going to be an alternate history thing where Spain still owns California and stuff.
Yeah, where the Spanish Civil War ended with a fascist victory. Like every fucking alternate history in human history. Anyway, your current task is to venture into the currently on the verge of collapse under the crushing weight of modernization. The rail systems appear to make the country seem smaller, and every time, yay, we get to talk about trains. Every time they are expanded, fittingly enough because that's how you are traveling to the ghost town, you are supposed to take pictures of anyhow via said rate. What? Fittingly enough, because that's how you are traveling to the ghost town, you are supposed to take pictures of anyhow via said rail line. Okay, yeah, moving on.
Could you name a railway, please?
Yeah, your economy cab is empty, save for one other male passenger and yourself, of course. So it's not empty.
Wait, hold on.
Yes.
What's an economy cab in 1887?
I don't know.
Is it just a horse with a cart?
Apparently he's on a train, so he's on one of those fucking trains that were powered by horses.
He's in the cab. That means he's in the fucking train itself.
Yeah. I don't.
You don't call a fucking like a coach or something a cab. I don't think.
Link here is a fucking train expert, by the way, guys. So if he,
Train connoisseur.
yeah. So I hope.
It's not like he's driving the train.
So I hope you guys enjoy this. The interior was dimly lit. The roaring din of a thunderstorm outside didn't do much to help visibility. It just makes you all the more thankful for the oil lantern suspended from the ceiling, without which you would trip over your own feet if you got up. Not like the cramped, sparsely appointed cab would give you enough room to stand erect anyway. The overall feeling is claustrophobic and slightly unsettling. I am slightly unsettled by this writing style.
We're talking about unsettling. Ooh, his last story.
That was clever. I applaud you for that one.
Thank you.
The first few hours pass swiftly. during which you and the other passenger are each immersed in reading novels brought for the purpose of entertaining you on the trip. After a while, you figure you should start up a conversation just for the sake of being polite. You want to be Will?
Sure. Hey, I'm Will. I'm trying to get into a New York accent. Hey, I'm Will Jameson from New York. Where are you from? From Yogi Bear.
You ask. It seems like a safe enough opener. Daniel Cullen. Hendricks Post, the man answers. You blink twice in bemused interest at the coincidence. Hendricks Post is the name of the ghost town you are being sent to photograph.
No kidding. That's where I'm headed.
Sorry to hear that. A bolt of lightning snakes down the sky a mere kilometers away. Oh God, this is British.
Oh, no.
No, it's not American. Damn it.
Oh, it's Russian. He is a comrade.
He's German. He is a Nazi.
I like how he said a bolt of lightning snakes. I fucking imagine it's like slithering down.
It's got like fangs.
Yeah.
That's a good kaiju idea. I'm stealing that.
Lightning snake.
Yeah, lightning snake. Yeah, you know what? Next tournament, I'm writing a fucking lightning snake. He is handsome for a man in his late 20s. You know, when you're the most handsome, usually. Opposed to his early 70s.
Whoa, wait. Is Will hitting on him?
His hat covers his matted black hair, which you shouldn't know because it's covered.
Yeah.
His ragged workman's clothes have certainly seen better days. Most notably, a scarf that looks savaged from the scavenged from the trash, is wrapped around his neck. Unusual for this time of year. Oh, god damn it, he's gonna be a zombie or something. His neck is gonna be gone.
He's gonna be a ghost, yeah.
Yeah.
I just like to say, to be fair, I don't think it was entirely uncommon for people to look beat up in 1887.
Yeah, I mean, it just kind of fits with the timeline, doesn't it?
What do you mean?
Well, he sighs as he leans back in his seat and tilts his hat over his eyes. For starters, I'm not from Hendricks Post. I'm running away from it. You know, because I was from... I'm not... That's why I'm riding towards it on this train.
I'm on this train that's gonna hit Hendricks Post any second now.
Yeah.
I'm from old Louisiana.
You don't know what I'm talking about, though. You don't know about the hangman. No period at the end of this sentence, because fuck you.
The hangman.
The hangman. Sorry, this is gonna take a bit of backstory. Are you ready for a fairly tall tale? It's about 6 feet tall.
Yeah, it's about Big Bad John.
Yes.
I'm not going anywhere. I keep messing up my goddamn. Sure, I'm not going anywhere until our train arrives anyway.
Yeah, it's not like I can get up and go anywhere. We're on a fucking train.
I can't even stand up, dude.
You smile.
I have to drive this train. Come on.
You smile. Okay, where do I start? Hendricks Post wasn't always a ghost town, you know, like every fucking ghost town that's ever existed. Of course.
It was not built by ghosts.
It was not built. It was built by goblins in 1930.
Yeah, the ghosts came in afterwards. Fucking ghosts.
Fucking hate ghosts. Hey, what year is it, dog? We're not prejudiced against ghosts here.
It's 1887, you know.
Yeah, I guess.
He had to be prejudiced against something back then.
Oh, I can't say that word in that context. Never mind.
Fucking poltergeist.
Of course, you probably figured that. No one just builds the infrastructure of a for a town, settles it, then abandons it. Yeah, because that'd be really fucking stupid.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Captain Obvious.
You could have just said started like talking about when it was, you know, inhabited and stuff.
Yeah, but
You had to explain to us that it wasn't always abandoned. Like no shit, dude.
was this guy Daniel Cullen? Daniel Cullen is actually the alter ego for the superhero Captain Obvious. Yeah, what the fuck was I? But Hendrick's post was, in fact, abandoned in record time, at least by those who had the good sense to leave. As for those poor bastards that stayed, he sighs with a resigned shrug. He says with a resigned shrug.
What happened?
You ask, now apprehensive. What could he be getting at? The hangman got him, strung 'em all up, then left 'em to rot it where they fell. Where they, I should say where they hung, because if they fell, they'd be on the ground. Who cares?
I think I know what he's saying.
Yeah, I get what he's going for, but it's a weird way to say it.
When they rotted so much, basically like their heads fell off.
Oh, I thought he was just. That'd be weird, but okay, yeah, that makes sense. Quite a sorry sight.
Who's the hangman?
Ah, he says through a wisp of a smirk. That's an expression, I'm sure. Now the story begins in earnest.
I just got it.
Oh, that was the opener, I guess. Yeah.
You wanna?
Oh, he's Daniel. The Daniel Cullen is the ghost. Is the ghost man who hungs people.
No, the reason why he has a scarf around his neck is because he has no neck because he fell off a tree.
Yeah, I get. You see, we're smart, observable viewers here.
We are the self-proclaimed smartest creepypasta readers.
You know, I'd say I'm in the top 20 at least.
Well, unless they come on this show.
Yeah, then they are the.
Be proven wrong.
Yeah, we are the smartest ones until proven otherwise when they appear on the show and are smarter than us.
They have to debate us on how smart they are.
Okay, you want to be the workman?
Yeah. For the last goddamn time, I'm innocent.
The workman protested. Not like the acting sheriff was still listening at this point. The workman kicked the bars of his cell, immediately regretting the action, and letting out a roar of pain as he cracked his toe against the iron bowl. Okay, I'll be this guy. Yeah. For Christ's sake, for Jesus' sake, someone shut him up. A drunk who was being detained for disorderly conduct in the fucking West? The Wild West, are you sure?
Whoa, hold on, what? A drunk person in the Wild West?
Well, Jesus.
Hey, you.
I'm surprised I'm more surprised that he is being detained for being drunk in the Wild West.
Yeah, it's not shot.
Yeah, it feels like everyone was, to be honest.
Yeah, Wyatt Earp just shows up and caps him.
Wine from the next cell over. Now it's you. Link.
The workman shrilled. I said it.
Oh, okay. The workman showed as he threw his water canteen at the acting sheriff's head. Why does he still have that on him? He missed on purpose, but he had only wanted the man. Yeah, that's why he missed on purpose. Don't add but. Okay. Indeed, the outbursts and the clatter of the metal object bouncing off the exposed brickwork had brought the eyes of everyone in the room to him. The inhaled nervously. The non-entity inhaled nervously before screaming a jumbled mess of protests and curses.
What? For the motherfuck, what?
The acting sheriff howled. This workman had been making a royal disturbance ever since he'd been brought in here.
I didn't do it. I did it.
All uppercase. The imprisoned workman cried with gritted teeth as he brought his face up to the bars. The acting sheriff immediately bolted over to the workman's cell, and before the other man could react, he grabbed the collar of the workman's shirt and spat in his face.
I don't care. I don't care at this point whether you're guilty or not. You've been making such a racket that I have half a mind to put a bullet in you right now. And on the topic of your innocence, we got a reliable witness of sound mind and body who saw you do it. He saw you kill my predecessor in cold blood. What do you have to say to that?
I'm surprised they even need a fucking witness in the Wild West. I'm surprised they didn't just shoot him immediately. You're the luckiest outlaw in the history of the West. You're actually getting a trial.
You're lucky. Wild Bill Hickok didn't just slap you.
The acting sheriff seethed. Seethed plus L. Practically hissing at the last line.
She's the one. What?
The acting sheriff asked.
He's the one who killed the sheriff, not me!
The workman began to scream before the acting sheriff threw him back onto the cold stone floor. Why is it made of stone? Okay.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's made of stone. Yeah, it's fair.
I guess, is he pointing at the drunk dude?
I think he's saying that to the witness, maybe? I don't know.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I'm a symbol of the town.
We must fight Thanos. We're doing this thing now. Sorry, I stole your line.
Oh, you're fine. We're doing this thing now.
The remainder of the town, like 4 people,
Yeah, the other 2.
gathered in impressive time considering it was approximately 4 in the morning when the call went out that the execution had been moved up. The man was led to the gallows, only stopping briefly as he went to stare one member of the crowd who seemed particularly smug. He obediently stood motionless as the noose was tightened around his neck and rechecked for tautness. It seemed to be a model execution. The door was released, and then it happened. Godzilla appeared.
Aliens invaded, and then Daniel Craig had to stop them.
Yeah.
That was aliens.
Daniel Craig, because he's British, you see.
Yeah.
45 minutes. For 45 minutes, more than... Yeah, okay. For 45 minutes, more than should have been humanly possible. He kicked, gasped, and writhed like a demented snake coiled around itself. It was such a spectacle for the bored townspeople.
I like to imagine they're just cheering while he's, like, dying.
Yeah, for 45 minutes. They're just continuously entertaining, I suppose. They're just like, yeah!
Well, that guy, anything else to watch?
Yeah, I suppose not.
Come on, kids, let's go watch Uncle die of dysentery.
Let's go watch the tumbleweed fly down the road once again.
Let's go poke that coyote that died trying to eat a cactus.
No one moved to help him. No one put a slug from a revolver? I don't think you put slugs in a revolver. Link, you're a gun expert. Do you put slugs in a revolver?
I mean, I know what he's trying to allude at, but I wouldn't call it a slug.
Yeah.
I would call it a bullet.
Yeah. A slug is like a shotgun round. It's like...
Normally that's what that means. And, funnily enough, shotgun slugs weren't invented at this point in time.
Actually.
Actually, shotgun slugs weren't around in the 1887s.
Where the fuck was I? Oh. No one moved, slugged into his lolling head, and no one gasped in anything but macabre fascination. The dance of the man going through such an excruciating end was nothing but the height of entertainment to these sick people. At last, after 45 minutes, he stopped moving. A few people let out cries of disappointment. Okay. You see, yeah, for four. I feel like after 10 minutes it would just kind of get boring, you know? It'd be like, huh.
They had like the reason why they were all there was because Guinness was there. They were trying to like record it as a world record.
Yeah, the first record in the entire record book. It's the longest man takes to hang. The workman was cut.
They lost it by like 1 minute.
Yeah, yeah. Someone in New Mexico was hung for 46 minutes. The workman was cut down from the gallows and buried in a pauper's grave. The noose was left around his neck. Why? Seeing it as it had worked its way into the skin and no one wanted to be the one to extract it? What? Yeah. Fusion danced with it. Oh, fucking course he is. I mean, his name is the Hangman, so. The life. Yeah, this is just gonna be worse Solomon Grundy. You okay?
Yes, I'm dying.
Oh, that's not good. Anyway.
I'm sorry, I've just been hung for 45 minutes.
Life would go back to normal in Hendrick's post. The murderer, after all, was dead. Of course, that's not what happened. It started gradually at first. The sheriff and the executioner both reported unsettling visions, half-heard whisperings, and quasi-real sightings in their bedrooms at night. Most attributed it to guilt or stress. Of course, it was hard to stick to that argument when they both turned up dead in their homes. The morticians reported that they had been strangled with the length of a rope. Oh, Christ. Although the murder weapon was never recovered. At their funerals, a distant laughter accompanied the lowering of the caskets into the earth. The workmen's, hoarse but mirthful. Okay, I'm glad they just immediately recognized who it was. They were like, "Oh shit, it was the workman."
No, it was a different workman.
Yeah.
He had a very sick sense of humor.
Yeah, there were multiple workmen in the town. They just didn't have any names for them.
At the time, man. Stephen King making that joke after a horrible tragedy.
Yeah, man, yeah, Stephen King. Fuck Stephen King. Soon after, people began to avoid certain sections of the cemetery, and then that side of the town altogether. After numerous sightings of the workmen, like he's Bigfoot, the mayor attributed it to the testimony of drunks and ordered the casket of the workman exhumed and the body re-examined to show that the man was unequivocally dead, except...
yes, because everyone shows up to a fucking, funeral drunk.
Except the casket was empty. It was then that people began leaving the town. The mayor was among the first. You sit there for an agonizingly long moment. Yeah, I agree. Pondering what Daniel has just told you. It is then your eyes are drawn to the scarf. Yeah, okay. Hiding his neck, and your face goes white at the implication. No, hell no, I'm not the ghost. He laughs after noticing where your eyes are. I'm really the guy Oh, okay. He laughs after noticing where your eyes are. I'm really the guy who murdered the sheriff. I'm on the run. You see, sooner or later I'll probably be caught by either a spectral friend or the law. So what's the harm in telling one person?
This motherfucker.
This stupid idiot.
Okay, so we established earlier he was trying to get away from the
Yes.
place, but he's going straight towards it.
Yes.
He's literally returning to the scene of the crime.
Also, yeah, that's retarded. Yes, I agree with that. But also, why would he just be so fucking straightforward with it? Like, oh yeah, no, I just murdered him. I shot him with a gun.
So since he's being so honest, what
Yeah, what's he gaining from telling this dude?
He's not a reporter.
Also, yeah, he's telling the reporter that that he murdered a dude.
Yeah. And he's supposed to be a reporter too for a place.
Yeah.
For the newspaper place in there.
Yeah.
What? What is he really?
We're almost done. He stops his tittering just long enough to look aimlessly at the wall of the cab over your head, then continues in an emotionless tone. I wonder what punishment the courts would give me for indirectly killing someone who came back from the dead.
Oh, I'm sorry, what?
What? No, wait. Wonder what the courts would give me for indirectly killing someone who came back from the dead. Are you going to shoot the ghost? Wait. Oh Christ. Oh boy. We got
I think it's supposed to be what's his name? Will Jameson. I think that the last phrase is Will, and the dude before him supposed to be the dude who got hung. That doesn't make sense because they were alluding that it wasn't him.
I don't care. Okay.
It doesn't make any damn sense.
Yeah, I think oh, look at this. We have a new picture. We have a picture of the hung man. Oh boy.
He's coming down from the gallows.
Oh boy.
That's very Laughing Jack and Jeff the Killer-esque.
That's just a picture of the Play Painter's mask right there. Okay.
I like how they drew the crowd cheering in the corner. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be, but I assume I like to think it is.
I fucking hate. I hate this smile that creepypasta artists in 2014 gave to characters, like this evil, like fanged smile. Not talking shit about the art. I can't draw, but you know, that was bad. Okay.
He's too happy. Like he wasn't happy when he was getting sent up there. He should be like turned up.
He should be macabre, but wow.
Can I read this one comment?
Yes.
From Miraculous Dash user. I shot the sheriff, but I didn't shoot the deputy.
But yeah, that was bad. That was boring, uneventful.
You know, honestly, I expected more from the ending.
Yeah. That was very dull and uneventful and kind of disappointing, to be honest. But what?
This ending doesn't make any sense, right? Like we're not just dumb.
Yeah, no, you guys agree, right? This last sentence, I wonder what punishment the courts would give me for indirectly killing someone who came back from the dead.
This is hinting that the dude is the
So
dude
wait.
who came.
So wait, let me try to read this again. So he's indirectly killing someone who came back from the dead. So is he implying... I think he's trying to imply that the guy he indirectly killed came back from the dead. But if he is, he's wording it like a fucking idiot. It's probably the worst wording I've ever heard for anything. But yeah.
It doesn't say what sheriff, to be fair.
Yeah.
Hell no, I'm not a ghost. I'm a fucking zombie.
Ah, no, I'm not a ghost dog. This is so fucking... But yeah,
Wait.
yeah?
Wait.
Yes.
Wait.
Yes.
Wait. I just remembered.
Yeah.
At the beginning,
Yeah.
hold on.
Okay. Link has figured it out.
Okay, never mind. You just explained that.
Link has not figured it out.
Okay, so basically, what I was thinking was these people left,
Yes. Yes.
but it also said someone. So like, who was hung and stuff? I mean, we can assume it was like the people, but like, there's nothing else happened after people started moving out.
I guess maybe the people that didn't move out were the ones that were hung. That's what he says, I think.
That's what happens, yeah. But I'm just wondering, like, why did he stop instead of like continuing on? Like, who found out there were people that got hung?
I don't know.
It's
Also,
a really weird ass place to stop with a really dumbass ending.
yeah, no, that horror punchline was more like a horror fucking whiff, honestly. The punch missed by a mile. The punch. The author.
Have to like study this off screen to see if
Yeah.
I'm missing anything.
The author. The author went for a horror punchline, but ended up punching the wall behind me and breaking his hand.
Yeah.
This was just not good. Not particularly good.
And then the dude started going on into some rant.
Yeah, about how he killed a dude. Fucking okay. So, of the 3 stories we read tonight, Don't Fight a Dark God, Idiot, The Hangman's Origin, and Writings of a Killer, Blood Rider's Origins, which one was the worst?
Oh my god.
I mean, let's rank them. So,
The worst I say personally is Don't Fight a Dark God, Idiot. Because there's nothing there.
I think Don't Fight a Dark God was the best of the 3 that we read.
Yeah.
Because at least Don't Fight a Dark God, it had the Japanese, which was funny, and it wasn't horribly written. Like, I could understand what was happening in it. I didn't like what was happening in it, clearly, but I could understand it. I think the second best was... Okay, here's the thing. I don't remember... We just read it like an hour ago, and I don't remember a thing about the writings of a killer.
I do. And it's just...
um...
because of all the misspelling and stuff.
Yeah. I think Hangman's the worst. And then Bloody Killer's the second worst. And then Don't Fight a Dark God, Idiot is the third worst, which technically makes it the best.
Okay, so, alright, so here's mine. I realized as I was saying that was being a little unfair, because Writers of a Killer, Blood Rider's origin is way worse.
Then Hangman's?
Yeah, I'm gonna, okay, I'll get more on in a second after I'm done with this, but, yeah, I think that was the worst one, because it had a ton of misspellings. It wasn't really doing anything new. It obviously took inspiration from Jeff the Killer.
Yeah, also Bloody Painter, clearly.
Yeah. I mean, it was, like, literally, they had Randy. I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be, like, a hoodie and masky element, too.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Hangman's is slightly worse because at least with Writings of a Killer, it's meaningless drivel that's the same as everything else, but at least I understand what happened.
Yeah.
With the Hangman one, I understand most of it, but at the end it really lost me, and I genuinely don't understand what the fuck that last sentence was. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you. I think Hangman's is the second best because I just remembered that the author of Blood Riders misspelled Mikey 2 different ways in the same paragraph. Yeah.
And Rangi.
Yeah, they wrote Rangi. I forgot. But this was a real not great selection.
I'm gonna make a different argument with you.
Yes.
Okay, so here we go. I think that Hangman is actually the best of the stories.
Okay.
Because unlike the other ones, well, okay, that's not fair to the Dark God one. But this was not only competently
Yeah.
be like super amazing.
Oh, it
but
could.
the ending, it would have been.
You fucking fool. It could. It does. There's a sequel.
It does.
Yeah. I think this is a sequel at least. No, it's a different. Nope, different story. Never mind. But we are going to read a story about the gallows dude, who's basically the same. So.
Yeah, I just think that the ending's really lazy. I think this had potential, more potential than the other two, basically.
Yeah.
Because if we're going off of potential, the other two don't have anything going for them.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like.
It's competently written.
Yeah. I mean, the Dark God one was pretty competently written for what was worth, but
yeah, it was. It was just trying too hard to be something that it couldn't achieve.
yeah,
And for that, I just couldn't care less about it.
yeah. Well, here's another argument: was Hangman better or worse than Conrad Apex's other story?
Oh, this is way better in the sense that I'm not scared while reading it.
Yeah, I don't know. This was I stick to my gun. I think Dark God was the best. I think Hangman's is also it's bad. They're all bad. Let's not break the mold here. They're all not good.
We're like fighting over which turd tastes the best.
Yeah, fighting over what's worse, being shot or being stabbed.
This isn't like these are masterpieces. We're not like ranking Citizen Kane, Godfather, and Gods.
Yeah, we're not ranking King Kong and Godzilla here. We're ranking fucking Hangman's origin and fucking the writings of a killer. Bloody. I can't even say the character's name. Blood Riders. I keep saying Bloody Painter because that's exactly what it is. But yeah. So I'm done with college, guys. Look, be on the lookout for more streams more often. Me and Link are going to be reading more often because I'm going to force him to read with me.
I'm done for the semester too.
Yeah. We both have free time and too much time on our hands, so we have to read Greek bosses.
I gotta get some stuff. I gotta practice my voices.
Yeah.
Which I don't really do in this because I can't focus, but oh well.
Oh well. But also, within the next 2 weeks, there are going to be hopefully 2 new episodes of Bottom of the Bin that are coming out. I have the scripts ready. I just need to actually do the voices for. I actually have to read them. Along with that, the Rake versus Everyone is finally going to be coming out eventually.
I will be playing the Rake.
And I will be playing someone.
You will be playing everyone.
I know for a fact fucking Raptor and Manny want to be characters in it.
You should just like
Do
everyone
a
at some point in the chat.
do a calling call. Do a cast.
Cast and call.
Yeah. Who wants to voice Nina the Killer for one sentence? But yeah. Be on the lookout for all those guys. More episodes of Bottom of the Bin. More streams exploring the bottom. Hopefully I can get more creepypasta or creepy conversing episodes done if I can get people onto my channel, which is always a struggle. Perhaps I could get Michael Leroy to be on here eventually. The man himself.
Well, you know, if Michael doesn't come on, he can't dispute the fact that he is dumber than us.
This is true. This is true. Jacob Sherwood cannot dispute this.
He likes to take like he likes to take his teeth and like unscrew automobile tires. It's really weird.
It took you a really long time to figure that one out, huh?
Originally I was gonna say he eats cribs or something. I was like, what?
Yeah, he's cringe. I thought. No, Jacob Sherwood is not cringe. Jacob Sherwood is quite a lad. I appreciate him. I haven't watched him fighting in Elden Ring yet, but I'm sure he wins. But yeah, look out for new episodes, new streams. I will be back on the Bean Daddy Mandela channel this Wednesday to read fucking Hunting Dogs. I'm sure you're all excited to hear Hunting Dogs. And this summer, look out, because I'm going to be reviewing SCPs eventually. One of these days, I will review an SCP. Link knows exactly which one I'm going to review first. Link? Link is dead. Never mind. So yeah, this is the end of the stream, guys. I appreciate all of you for coming in, and I will see you soon with more content.